It's been a little while since we've gotten Mario Kart Wave information, and the last time we actually got any news was the last Nintendo Direct, where they gave us a sneak peek of Wave 3. We saw Merry Mountain and Peach Garden from the DS, and this was super exciting, but these were the only two tracks that we got to actually see. But the actual question is, when does this DLC pack actually drop? And I have lots of theories that actually say that it could be coming very, very soon. But also today, I wanted to remind you all the tracks that are actually in this wave, because they all pretty much got revealed and leaked already, data mined thanks to music, so it's really cool that we get to know what's coming, but also a little sad that we can't really be surprised, at least with this upcoming wave. Now, I actually made a full video of everything that got leaked, and if you want to check that out, it'll be in the link in the description down below, and a little card up above if you want to look at that. Not all the tracks got leaked, just a lot of them, and the entire Wave 3 pretty much is already confirmed. So, odds are a lot of you guys have already seen these leaks months ago, but it's still worth bringing them back up because it's about time that we actually get these tracks from Wave 3. So if you're excited, make sure you leave a like and subscribe as we dive into the next 8 tracks that we're going to get and talk about when the release date's gonna be. So the first 2 tracks confirmed is London Loop and Berlin Byways. So Berlin Byways is really just a bunch of womps and thwomps that tried to land on you, and a lot of zigzagging left and right, back and forth. Now we know that Nintendo likes to change these tracks up from the tour version and actually make them longer with 3 completely different laps, with the 3rd lap probably going in reverse somehow. So this isn't a bad track. I actually really love the zigzagging road, making you have to drift really quick. I just hope they actually add some interesting extra parts for the at least 2nd lap. London Loop is probably one of the ones I'm least excited about. There's not a lot going on. You go over a little bridge that's nothing more than a little bump, and I really hope that they kind of elevate this stage to something more, because right now it's just not that attractive to me, and I just don't think it's going to be that fun, especially in a game like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can tell this one's kind of designed around the limited drifts and movement that you can do in this game, so I really hope they open it up and change something about it. You get a chain chomp back, which we haven't had in too many tracks so far, so we're going to need to see something else. So maybe they can make the drawbridge a bit bigger instead of its just little bump design, but we'll see what changes when this drops. Next up, we have the already confirmed Peach Gardens and Waluigi Stadium potentially. Now the thing with the stadium track is we're not 100% sure which stadium it is. It could be a different Wario Stadium, it could be Wario Coliseum, or it could be Waluigi Stadium. We really don't know, but I think a lot of people are leaning towards Waluigi Stadium, which we got to see return obviously in Mario Kart Wii from the Double Dash. This one is a really fun, exciting track. It's one that's not super crazy for me. Like, I can take it or leave it. It's nothing like insane after we've already got the new revamped Wario Stadium in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe already. So I think this one is a okay pick. It's something that I think a lot of people are going to like, however. So it's good to see this one returning, and I don't think there's a lot that they can change about it. It's going to stay pretty much the same probably, just now on the ramps allowing us to do tricks. And obviously we have Peach Gardens, yes, from the DS, which is also a strange pick to me. I don't know, I felt like I didn't know this one was ever going to get a revamp at all, but it looks beautiful now. That's definitely the case, and Peach Gardens is kind of a technical course to drive. There's a lot of shortcuts through the bushes and through the garden itself that you have to take, and it's a pretty beautiful track, and I think they made it really beautiful. In fact, this is probably one of the best looking tracks I've seen so far with the DLC. Next up, we have Merry Mountain and Broken Pier / Boo Lake, and this is another situation of we're not 100% sure which one, but it's definitely one of these and designed after this because we have the music leak. So I don't really know a lot about these. I played on a lot of versions of this, for instance, like Banshee Boardwalk and stuff, so I remember how these play. It's just like a floating boardwalk over a very dark lake or pit below you, and you have to just watch out for all the broken pieces of the pier and the dock and just kind of make your way around over bridges and stuff, and you can see boos floating in the air, and there's lots of little bumps and ramps to jump on. I kind of hope they just choose the one from Mario Kart Tour because it's actually really unique that it goes down into the lake and then back outside of the lake at the end, which is a really unique concept, and I would love to see that in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And it has a very beautiful background with a mansion and everything. Gives me Luigi Mansion vibes, which I really like. So yeah, I really like this track, and I think it could be a really neat addition if they just, you know, fling it on over to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe like they have been doing with some of the tracks. It just makes sense. And of course, we had Merry Mountain leaked in a has obviously just confirmed with Peach Gardens to be in Wave 3. One of the only 2 tracks confirmed so far. This one I am so excited about. It is a new track for me entirely. I've never played Tour. This is so cool. I love Christmas, if you didn't know that about me. So going up a giant Christmas-themed mountain and kind of going all the way down this ski loft, all the way down the hill, is so insane to me. I think this is going to be one of my favorite tracks in the game just because of my own personal bias towards Christmas, but I cannot wait to jump on this thing, and obviously this is going to be a hint as to when this is actually going to drop as well, because this is pretty much the Christmas wave, all because of this track in my opinion. But then Nintendo finishes out both cups with some absolute heat. Alpine Pass from Mario Kart 7 and Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7. These tracks are literally amazing. I mean, Alpine Pass is so beautiful, and I cannot wait to see it on the Switch with those pine trees everywhere just flying through the clouds above and the pipes that stick out. It is just such a beautiful track. And then going up that mountain with rocks falling at the end, it really just has probably one of the best scenic things going on for it. And it kind of reminds me of Mount Wario, but actually in the spring and not the winter. It also has a little bit of Piranha Plant Slide vibes, so I really love this track, and I cannot wait to see it again. And then of course, the best Rainbow Road of all time. Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road is not just laps, but it's sections, and each section just gets crazier and crazier. You start off just going through Rainbow Road, kind of around some planets, until eventually they slap you on the moon, and you're bouncing on with chain chomps, and kind of sliding through different rings of Saturn, and floating mushrooms in space, and then lap 3, you're just kind of flying through space, either going through the meteor herd in the air or traveling below on the ground. There's just so many options and so much going on. This is what Rainbow Road should have been about in the beginning, and I'm so glad that Nintendo chose to bring this one back. This is how you end Wave 3 at the halfway mark as well, and this is just amazing. But now with all the tracks, the question is, when is Wave 3 actually coming? Well, we don't quite know right now. All they did say was holiday season, but this was 3 months ago, and we are pretty much in the holiday season as we are right in the middle, a little bit towards the end of November now. And I think the only thing that was kind of stopping us was the 2 big releases, which have been Splatoon 3 and obviously Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And Splatoon has been out, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet launches tomorrow. So honestly, I can see us getting the announcement of this DLC releasing as soon as next week. Is it going to happen next week? No, because next week is Thanksgiving. So it's definitely going to be after Thanksgiving, so I'm thinking towards the last week of November, almost the second week of December. Within that time period, for sure, we are bound to get the DLC announcement, because you go too long, you end up in the Christmas season. I don't think Nintendo wants to go that far. They want to get this out before that, so that way people can ask for this for Christmas. So yes, I'm saying the week after Thanksgiving, and probably earlier on that week. The Game Awards airs live on Thursday, December 8th, which could very well be a place where they announce this, because, you know, Nintendo likes to announce the very minor things at this thing if they're even there at all. There's also rumors that they might show the second trailer to the Mario movie there, which would also make a lot of sense. So if we're going to get any game announcements there, it'll probably be the Wave 3 of the DLC. Don't really expect Tears of the Kingdom or anything, because Nintendo just hasn't been very accurate lately with this. So let's just hope that at least maybe we get Wave 3 announced and released within like the next day or even that night would be really cool. But what also happens is we start seeing flyers being put up from gas stations, and then we start getting information about updates that Nintendo's working on and about to put out for Mario Kart. So just keep your eyes and ears peeled, because stuff could be happening very soon. And of course, I'll update you guys on that information when it comes. Of course, what track are you most interested in? Let me know in the comments down below. And how excited are you for this wave 1 out of 10? Definitely comment down below and leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart in general. Hey, I noticed you still didn't subscribe. Help us reach 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're getting so close, but thank you to everybody that's tuned in today. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.